From manipulating metal with their mind to humans with exceptional sensory abilities, here are 5 X-Men living among us. Number 1. Meet Ingo Swann and remote viewing. In case you haven't heard of it before, remote viewing is the ability a person has when they're able to describe an object from a distance, even when they're not in the same room or it's not in their line of sight. Ingo Swann was a participant in an experiment led by the CIA, the NSA and Stanford University. Their research was a study into parapsychological phenomena and lasted for over 2 decades. Ingo, along with several other participants, was able to describe various objects in separate rooms as well as other physical locations. At the same time as this, Ingo was able to describe one of the rings that surrounded the planet Jupiter. The astounding thing was that this ring hadn't yet been discovered by astrologists. Number 2. Meet Uri Geller. You might be familiar with his name, but if you're not, then let me enlighten you. Before I shed light on his skills, let's start from the beginning. The original experiment was run by professional aerospace engineer and physicist Jack Hawke. He worked closely with Army Colonel J.B. Alexander and several participants, studying and validating the telekinetic power of each individual. What difference does this make, you might ask? Well, during a talk he was leading at the US Capitol building, Uri Geller caused the spoon to curve upwards without exerting any physical force on it at all. Not only that, but the spoon continued to bend even after he'd placed it back on the table, stepped away and continued to talk. Number 3. The Human Owl. Born in 1885, Martin Lorello was given the show name Bobby, the boy with a revolving head, or the Human Owl. He had the unnatural ability to turn his head around at a complete 180-degree angle. He was one of a handful of so-called circus freaks who performed around the US near the late 19th century. According to records, he practiced over 3 years to perfect his skill and had to dislocate various vertebrae in his neck before he was finally ready to perform. Number 4. Natasha Demkina, also known as the girl with X-ray eyes. She claims to have the ability to see inside human bodies, identifying human organs, tissue, and any illnesses her clients might have. In 2004, she appeared on numerous television programs in the UK and Japan. She was even featured on the Discovery Channel. The channel's producer requested Natasha's claims to be tested by the Committee for the Scientific Investigations of Claims of the Paranormal. They recruited 4 volunteers who spent several hours being examined by Natasha, whose readings were unclear. While she guessed some of the illnesses correctly, she did make some errors in her readings. Number 5. Nur Zaidah. A 42-year-old kindergarten teacher in Indonesia has suffered for 19 years with a horrific condition. She has wire physically growing through her skin. Her stomach and chest are constantly being pierced by a rusty wire. Even when a piece breaks off, a new piece grows back in its place. Each wire grows anywhere between 10 to 20 centimeters long, leaving her unable to move normally. A team of 7 doctors and physicians has previously tried to establish what's caused this mutation, but they were left puzzled. None of them had ever found nor read of such a disease. Do you have any special abilities or mutations? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for now. If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to get smart.